Hey guys, TaiSavy, and I'm live here at the fashion station, and I'm here with OMG Key.
Hello.
Lovely to have you. Tell us where we can find you on social media.
So on social media, first and foremost, I actually do have a website, keydabrand.com, KEYDABRAND.com, and all of my social media handles, including Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, Twitter, and TikTok, are OMG Key Da Brand.
Okay, and we also know that you have an event coming up here at the fashion station on the 17th of September.
Yes, that event is from 3 to 6, behind the brand, OMG Key Da Brand. Come out and just experience my brand. It's a galoric feel. I'll have my garments on some mannequins throughout the store. You'll be able to look through my racks and just talk to me about my brand and just have a one-on-one conversation with me about it. My birthday happens to be the day before, so we can celebrate that as well. But anyhow, it will be good to see you all.
Happy early birthday.
Thank
we
you.
look forward to celebrating with you. And that event is going to take place here at the fashion station. That's 11625 Joseph Campau in Hamtramck. See you soon.
All right.
Hi guys, it's TaiSavy, and I'm here at the fashion station with OMG Key. Thank you so much for being here today.
Thanks for having me.
We're going to get in your business a little bit today. Are you ready?
I guess so.
All right. Well, first off, I see you dressed head to toe in your own brand, and you look fabulous.
I am.
Because you've got it on, and it looks so good. But we want to know a little bit about you. So tell us a little bit about Key.
That is such a broad question. It's like putting it into words.
What
It's very
should we know that we don't know already?
What you should know is that I, Key Da Brand, or Key, Key is actually short for Key Era. What you guys need to know is that I prefer to express myself through my art, whatever that artistic outlet may be. I really don't talk a lot. When I become comfortable, I might talk a little bit here and there, but I like to just let my art speak for me, and say whatever it is I feel. When I'm creating something, I put a lot of feeling and passion behind it, and I've always had a creative side since I was a child. I didn't really talk a lot then either, except for my little really exclusive circle, really exclusive circle. But I would always just be into something, like whether it was doing some nails, doing some hair, drawing something, writing a creative piece. And more recently, I became onto the fashion scene as a makeup artist and as a model, and that was in 2018. And so at some point, during COVID and having a on and off again battle with mental health due to grief or whatever came up and trauma, I decided that I wanted to give sewing a try. When I decided to give sewing a try during COVID, I didn't have any expectations. Mm-hmm. I just wanted to do something to take my mind off of things that were depressing or whatever. Give me something to do. Get out the house. We've been stuck in the house during COVID. And so I got out the house. I sewed something. I was in school for my master's in business administration at the time. It was online classes. So I didn't get a chance to actually give it full time
and attention.
So the little time I did spend, I was making stuff and I'm like, ooh, that's ugly. But when I finished my MBA and I started to sew more, sew at home, I'll sew outside of class, stuff started looking good. I had great ideas, I had great vision, but execution was the tough part because it requires patience to sew, and that's something that I struggled with in certain areas. So it definitely taught me patience. I can still hear my sewing teacher saying, "Oh, take that seam out." Oh my God.
I don't want to
I know. And so I'm one of those people. I feel like time is of the essence. When you experience losses like I've had, I lost my brother to domestic violence. I lost another one to in police custody to suicide. At very young ages, I lost both my parents. So I live my life as in, if I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it.
Yeah.
And I'm just gonna do it. I'm not gonna think about it because I don't know if I'm gonna be here tomorrow. I don't know if I'm gonna be here this afternoon. And so I just jumped up. I mean, I started sewing. I think I finished an intermediate class at Sew Model Studio. February of 2022. Mm-hmm. And by June, I finished my first collection for Michigan Fashion Week. And it was about 23, 24 garments in that collection. And that was my very first fashion show where I debuted as a designer.
How did you feel?
I felt great. I don't know. I felt so good. It felt so good. My family was there to support me. It was people I knew from doing makeup and modeling that were just shocked. Like, oh my God, you know? Yeah. And, which, oh my God, right?
Yes, we're right on brand.
I guess I can just talk. I don't know. If you have any questions, you can ask me. But, like, it just made me think of, like, the name. When I was modeling and doing makeup, people called me Key Da Brand. Mm-hmm. And so when I started to incorporate like design and stuff like that or whatever, something that spoke OMG to me. My LLC initially was Mad Goddess LLC. And so
just waiting for you too.
Yeah. Or official Mad Goddess. So a lot of people think it's oh my God, but initially it was official Mad Goddess. And then I just like the OMG a lot. And so I'm like OMG. And it's funny because when people see some of my clothes and it resonates with them, they say, oh my God,
yes.
Oh my God, you know, and they're like, somebody even said, how did you know I was gonna say that? I didn't. I don't know.
And if y'all don't know, she is decked out in her whole brand from head to toe, and she looks good. She got it on, y'all. I really love this vest. I was so happy when you brought it to the store. It was so good.
Yeah, I do enjoy making these vests. This is one of the things I like to create something because I want to make sure I have things available that are also affordable. You know, everybody can't afford, you know, the luxury of buying something that may be expensive. So I try to have different things that are different price range. I try to work with people, you know, payment plans for those, maybe like a gown or something really elaborate type of artistic pieces. But this is when I'm happy that someone who may not have it in their budget can come into the store and purchase this, you know. And walk away with a custom. This is a custom piece from a local designer. Yeah. I wish that I had access to something like that when I was coming up.
Yeah, it's a new world. Y'all are changing the game here.
I've never been the person to had to be into labels. Mm-hmm. I put outfits together that were cute.
It's all about how you style it.
How I liked it. When I was in high school, I didn't necessarily go after what someone else wore. I didn't care for that. I was more interested in wearing something that nobody else had.
Yeah,
and it's so funny because my stuff is so unique. And it's for who it's for.
Right.
And so who it's not for, it's funny because when I was in high school and I'd wear something that was different, some people, they had, you know, I don't know if I like that. Mm-hmm. I guarantee you 2 weeks later they're wearing it. They're going to find it. They're trying to find it. And I'm not mad about it at all. Mm-hmm. I just have to go find me something else now because I'm like, okay, everybody wearing this now.
You got to keep them on their toes.
You
showed them how it's done.
So I really enjoy all of this.
So you mentioned that you're all around creative. Are there any other secret talents that you have?
I actually spent my 20s rapping.
Really?
I did. I was performing a whole lot.
Let me find out you got some bars
I do.
Back
I'm
there.
not gonna lie, I do. And so in the future you will be hearing some music, probably as early as next year.
That's exciting.
Yeah, it's very exciting because it has been a long time since I've put that skill to use.
Yeah,
like
I'm a music
publicly.
junkie. You got me.
I heard you. You seen? I like the post that you put up. Listen, respect. So yeah, the creative writing in general. Yeah. One of the first outlets was writing. There was a time where I had to move from being with my parents into my aunt's home, who she ultimately adopted me. She bought me a chicken noodle soup for a teenage soul book and introduced me to writing. She had a whole lot of books in the house. I always had something I could read. She would take me to Barnes and Nobles, and we would pick out whatever book we wanted, or we'd go to the library. And I became very interested in creative writing. I spent a lot of time in La La Land. And so like just creating stories and reading stories, and then I began rhyming things and ended up rapping and stuff, you know. So it was pretty fun. So that's something that you will see in the future, and y'all first heard it here.
I got an exclusive, y'all.
So you'll be able to play this back like I told y'all. She told y'all, she came and did this interview and she told y'all. That I've written songs for people. I cannot sing to save my life. I am tone deaf. However, I can write songs for people. And I've co-written for an artist in the UK named Tamara Roskospa, and my husband was the other writer on the song. And so you'll hear some writing. I'm probably going to get into some spoken word and stuff like that. And I just really like, when I do begin to do more events at the store, I'll incorporate some of that speakeasy vibe to the setting. And I just think that this is such an artistic space that you can do something like that.
Yeah, I like that.